across the board, and winter reached us without a word. The glasses waited in their rows, the ballroom bulbs gave off no glow. Old Mercer said they've cut the run, then crossed out 3 and left us 1. No storm bell, no warning call, just 3 black strokes across the wall. 3 nights crossed off, 3 nights gone, no chairs laid out, no jackets on. 3 nights crossed off. Before the cold, the room stayed open, the season closed. Counted what she'd made, then saw the final booking fade. No speech, no row, no grand goodbye, just rain pressed flat against the sky. The manager kept both hands clean and blamed the wind, the wire, the sea. No last dance, no closing tune, just coat still damp inside an empty room. 3 nights crossed off, 3 nights gone, no bandstand heat, no couples drawn. 3 nights crossed off. Before the cold, the room stayed open, the season closed. We had the keys until Sunday, we had the stage till 10. We had 3 nights in chalk that morning, by evening we had none of them. The season. They turn the chairs upon the tables, 4 legs pointing at the plaster overhead. The women folded cloths behind the counter and spoke as though the ballroom were already dead. One man rolled the carpet from the doorway, another pulled the curtains from their rings. Nobody asked us whether we were leaving, nobody touched the cases or the strings. chair stood upside down above us, holding up a ceiling stained with rain. The waiter found a sixpence near the bandstand, then searched the empty floor for one again. We had been told to wait beside the piano. The office light remained behind the blind. Every quarter hour, the clock grew louder. Every quarter hour, no one came to sign. Chairs on the tables, coats on the rail, names in a ledger, and nothing in the mail. Chairs on the tables, keys in the door. The room had finished with us before we finished with the room. Cleaner moved beneath the hanging shadows, lifting bottles one by one into a crate. She said the summer always ended badly, but never quite this quietly or quite this late. Rory kept his hands inside his pockets. Mick watched water gather by the wall. I tried to hear the sea beneath the flooring, but all I heard was furniture made tall. They said the wages might arrive on Friday. They said the weather held the money back. They said the office sent the proper papers. They said so much the words began to crack. A chair above me leaned toward another, as though the two had something left to say. I stood below and waited for an answer. The room looked down and slowly turned away. Chairs on the tables, dust on the rail, four names in a ledger, and nothing in the mail. Rain at the door. The room had finished with us before we finished with the room. Leave them standing upside down. Leave the glasses where they dried. Leave the piano closed tonight. There is nothing left inside. Notice came beneath the door, one neat folded sheet unsigned. The porter read it by the till, then passed it down the line. The kitchen girl put down her tray. The barman checked the date. 3 pencil strokes beside our names removed us from the slate. No wages after Monday, no hours carried through. Seasonal engagement engagement ended. That was all they gave us due. The pay packet was light that week. The coins slid to one side. The office hatch was bolted shut. The manager's car had gone by 5. Who pays the room? Who moves the gear? Who buys the morning train? The ledger showed the hours worked, but not who signed the page. No wages after Monday. No balance brought ahead. Further claims in writing. No address had been left. She had 2 weeks owing still. He had Sunday overtime. The cleaner kept her apron on. The porter held the keys. They stood beside the service stairs while rain came through the grill. Who issued it? Who signed it? Who checked the hours due? Who locked the cash box yesterday? Who knew before we knew? No one in the office. No answer on the phone. 14 names inside the book. Not one of them had gone. No wages after Monday. No Tuesday on the sheet. No wages after Monday. No money for the week. No wages after Monday. From the storeroom, gray sailcloth stiff with dust and paraffin. I held one corner while they tied the first machine, drawing the rope beneath its painted chin. The carousel horse showed through the fabric, its raised front legs still pointing at the door. Beside it, half a row of metal prizes hung without movement behind clouded glass. Pence rested in the return tray. I pressed the lever, nothing reached the slot. The main lead had been coiled beside the skirting, its brass pins cold. The rubber casing split when Mick moved past the covered shooting gallery. Something inside released a single turn, not quite a motor, more a spring unwinding, then teeth settling back against a wheel. Machines under canvas, rope through the rings, no current in the wiring, no weight on the springs. Machines under canvas, facing the wall, a number changed behind the cloth. We did not see it fall. Fortune cabinet stood near the stairwell. Its dial stopped between return and wait. Moisture gathered underneath the bezel. One paper ticket curled against the grate. The gallery targets faced into the plaster. A sailor leaned behind a row of ducks. Someone had removed the rifles from the counter, but left their chains and brackets on the hooks. There was no power at the distribution box. I checked the handles, every switch was down. Cupboard still, while Colin tightened one loose cover. The counter gave 4 separate metal ticks. One, then another, too close together, then nothing. The nearest knot had swollen in the damp. Below the cabinet, a narrow stain of oil had traveled halfway towards the loading ramp. I found the sixpence lying by the skirting. The return tray itself was clean and bare. I put the coin inside my coat and left it behind me. Something settled in the gears. Machines under canvas, rope hanging slack. No hand upon the lever, no current coming back. Machines under canvas, turned from the light. One counter moved a single place sometime during the night. During the night. 7, the boards were white. Along the joint beside the stage, I thought the plaster had come loose until it stung the split in my thumb. A narrow crust surrounded every nail. The grain had lifted near the wall. The sea was underneath the room, but overnight it found a way above. The bottom corners of the cases had darkened where they touched the floor. One woven lead was stiff with damp. The brass plug had already lost its shine. We raised both amplifiers onto chairs and laid the cables across the rail. Nothing dripped and nothing ran, but every surface held the weather. The salt came through the floor and marked whatever stayed. It showed along the cuffs of my trousers. It gathered in the piano felt. A white line crossed the handle of Rory's case, where his palm had worn the leather smooth. I used the morning paper on the keys. The black print bled into the cloth. The date came loose beneath my fingers and lodged between the boards. Struck this floor until the windows clouded with the heat. The boards had carried dancers to the bar and back again until the final song. Now the tongue and groove gave underfoot. One nail stood proud beside the piano. We moved the cases carefully and watched the places where we stepped. We had never watched the floor before. The salt came through the floor and entered through the seams of both my shoes. It left a white edge on the leather before we knew what had to move. Cases had been standing. I closed the piano and wiped the lid. Fine grit remained around the hinge. When I rubbed my hands together, it gathered in the lines of skin. The salt came through the floor before we carried anything away. Cloth in the hinges, in the cracks of our hands, and would not brush away. The posters came away in pieces, the paste held fast around the frame. Rory folded one across his knee, half the lettering remained. The paper split along her face, we barely recognized as mine. 6 months reduced to colored scraps and one wet strip beneath the sign. One lid would not close over, the lining had swollen in the damp. We pressed it down between us and bound it with a length of wire. Lamp faced the empty chair. The ledger had been taken, a clean rectangle marked its place. The keys lay in a brown envelope with Pier written in blue ink. There was no form to put our names on, only a slot beside the door. The pier closed before winter. We carried out the piano and the dust. Drums went first through the side door. The bass cabinet caught the frame. We turned it once and raised it higher. White plaster marked the covering. The upright stayed against the wall. Its lid was closed, its stool pushed in. One middle key remained depressed after Rory lifted up his hand. Clock above the counter, it stopped at 20 after 4. Rain collected on the decking and worked beneath the service door. We covered both amplifiers with coats and kept the valves against our chests. The porter held the outer gate while water gathered at his boots. He asked if we would play next spring. Mick looked towards the loading bay. I said they know where they can reach us. There was nothing more to say. One more Friday had been printed on the poster by the wall. 3 more bookings filled the ledger before someone took it home. Now everything that bore our name was moving slowly through the gate. Everything the building owned remained exactly where it was. Rory waited under the awning, checking the cases in the van. The microphone clip was in my pocket, caught beneath the lining of my coat. I crossed